Hello and welcome to another interesting tutorial. Today I'll be sharing with you how I achieved this design at the back of a bubu or kaftan dress. So first of all, this is folded into two and I'm working with the back pattern only. This line here is the underbust measurement, and at this place I'll be coming down by 2 inches here and I'll be going up by 2 inches here. So from this point here, this which is the center back, I'll be coming out by 8 inches. So I'll just mark out the 8 inches like that, and down there I'll be coming down by 1 inch and I'll also be going up by 1 inch. So what I'll be doing is that I'll go ahead and connect the lines, and I'll be creating a curve. I don't want it to have a sharp point, so I'll extend this line and I'll flip it to the other side. So here I'll be marking out that same 8 inches. I'll extend this line, and of course, like we did on the other side, I'll be coming down by 2 inches and I'll also be going up by 2 inches. Here I'll be coming down by 1 inch, I'll be going up by 1 inch, and I'll just connect that line. I'll be creating a curve because I don't want it to be sharp. Get this rectangle line in, and I'll make sure that it's enough to cover that design. So here I'll be placing it right side, facing right side with my main fabric. So I'll be placing it on the right side of the main fabric. This is the right side, and here with the shock is the wrong side. So I'll make sure that I have it covered, and I'll pin it round. So after pinning it round, you can see it is okay from this side. So what I'll be doing next is that I'll go ahead and sew on that line. I'll stitch it round just like that. And here I folded this fabric into two to cut out the tie, and here I have about 5.5 inches in width and 6 inches in length. So I'll be cutting out, I cut out 5 here, but I later on made use of 4, so I'll just cut it out. And I'll be opening it just like you see me do. So here I'll be piping the bias. I'm putting this rope inside my bias, and I'll stitch it down. It will be a lot easier if we just iron the bias into 2 and stitch it down. So once I'm done piping it, I'll get the bow, and at the longer part, which is the 6 inches, the one that is 6 inches, I'll go ahead and stitch down. I'll stitch down the bias, and I'll be stitching it on top of that thread, on top of the stitch that I made earlier. So I'll stitch it down on this side, and I'll also stitch it down on the other side. So after stitching it down, I'll get this other one, right sides facing right sides together, and I'll be flipping it to this other side so that I'll be seeing the seam. I'll go ahead and sew it down on that seam, and I'll be stitching it all the way around. cutting the edges, and I'll fold it into two to get the center. I'll open it up like that, and I'll slit open this one. This one is kind of the lining, and I'll be turning it inside out through that hole. So I have this, and I also have 5. I have 5 of it. So after stitching down the design, what I'll be doing is that I'll open up the center. Notch it round. So after sewing and after cutting it out and notching it, I'll be holding them together like this. I'll flip the lining to the wrong side, and I'll go ahead and top stitch it to the right side, and I'll top stitch it all the way around. It will make the lining to be in place. After stitching it down, this is what I have so far. So what I'll be doing next is this lining. I'll be using a hemming gun to hold it down to the dress, and here I'll be creating the bow. I'll tack the center of the bow and kind of create a bow. So after making one, this is it, and I'll make another 3 of this. So here I'll be pinning it down. I pinned it down, and I made this of 4. So after pinning it down, I'll go ahead and use my needle and thread to tack them down. So that is just it for this tutorial. Please like, share and subscribe.